Hello, hello. I think I've started streaming. And since the last stream was fairly late yesterday and today, I haven't had a chance to look over and see if the settings had actually worked between the mic and guitar syncing up with the video, like the camera feed, not the computer. All right, and I'll use that to double check right now. Or I'll use that, what I did just now, to double check later, is what I mean. Let's find that song that we were working on yesterday. I got the second half of it. Sir Uke, that's what it was. Didn't remember the name, but it stuck out when I saw it. Let's go ahead and practice. Or do not practice, the chord trainer or checker, whatever they call it, at the beginning of the song, to make sure you play it with F. I don't really pay very much attention to whether I let that high E ring or go dead. It's not too hard to do either. I guess I just need to be more intentional about it. Yeah. Sometimes the program game Yousician will let me know whether I let it ring or not. Because I think it's like F minor 7 if you let that high E ring instead of just F major. I'm gonna finish this whole first section and then I'll restart it because we only need this first section. All right. There we go. Had to move the mouse onto the right monitor. My nose, the outside of it's been pretty itchy lately. But let's go ahead and restart that. And hopefully we'll get it right this time. If not, we'll just keep doing the same thing over and over. Which is the definition of insanity. I had a finger on the wrong string, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's telling me this is how you play the chord. But that's alright. There was a chord in there that it counted as right that I definitely got not quite right. So it is what it is. And we'll go for it one more time. Something in that F didn't sound quite right. Go. And we're playing the rest of the song to make sure that it counts it. Okay, that F right now sounds fine, but again, that last F chord it had me play didn't sound quite right. But I got that first section, finally. It took only like a day and a half of working on it. So, just to double check, yep, both parts. And, excuse me, forgot to set the level 5, because I've got some from up here that I was working on, like, Stevie T did a collaboration with Yousician, and it's like a sweep picking exercise that's way too fast and advanced for me at my current ability. And then there were a couple of the lower level ones. I think some of the ones on 4 were just ones that it was the strumming pattern, but some of the others, just because I was struggling, like I talked about in one of the previous streams, like the string hopping, and getting familiar with those upper strings. I had favorited those, but I think I'm going to unfavorite those, just because they're better examples and things I can work on past that, those levels. And I've been avoiding the ones with a capo because I don't really like to use a capo. I'm dropping stuff left and right. I have a capo somewhere. Might still be in my bag. But you can play these without a capo, so I'm just going to do that for this one right now. So you can play with the capo on fret 2 or play without the capo. Since I'm not finding it quickly, I'll just play it without the capo to save some time. And we'll see if this is one I should keep playing for now. I should probably play it a little softer. Alright, so right there, I'm pretty sure you saw it. If I go to practice, it doesn't really show it, but down here, you see I played the chord and I did that strum pattern of the G. I did that down, up, down, but it didn't count one of those. And that's been one of my big issues with Yousician, is if you're trying to just play through and make sure that you're good on everything, using their gold star system like I am, having it not count that is really frustrating. And I'm not too sure what to do about that. I've tried changing the sound a little bit, like my pickup selection or the tone knobs. But I think I had this first section actually gold on here. I'm going to roll off the volume a little bit because this song sounds soft, and I'll just perform it again. And we'll see where we end up. And it was an F to start. down, up, down. I counted it. Man, my nose is really itchy. Yeah, I didn't count some of those. Yes, getting to that F right there is pretty fast. Those obviously weren't right, but it counted them. Wrong chord. Yeah, so I'm going to skip that one for now. The only part that I can't really play very well, or like I should, is that quick going from the G to the F. And so that's something I can practice in my own time, just switching between G and F, and then I can come back and try this one. But as far as the rest of the song goes, I can pretty much play it. So we'll just skip the other capo one for now and actually try it with the capo, because it's a bit of a different mentality. If you got the capo here and it's saying play a G, I'm used to playing it here. You got to slide up a bit for that. And so you absolutely have to use a capo on a song. It's nice to have some experience with that, even though I don't like using capo. But if I were to ever cover some songs that needed them, on a restart, my pick was Sideways, and I also thought it was going to be a lot faster. I'm also very bad at doing these broken chords like this. Because a lot of times they end up having a string skip like that. And then when they go the whole length, it doesn't give you very much time to switch between the chords. I'm surprised that it counted the first note of that F right. And now this part I'm really bad at. Because you come back. Yeah, I also have trouble with making sure my fingers are in the exact right place, like the proper string. Fret number usually isn't an issue, it's just the proper string. So obviously I can do it somewhat competently, otherwise I wouldn't get the 3 stars, but there's definitely room for improvement there, and I've improved since my last time. So I'll come back to that one and go to the shank, which I don't remember what it's like, but apparently I didn't do too bad. What's really frustrating is whenever you do well on a song, except for like the last section, and that last section you keep messing up in the same spot, but it's such a long and slow song, it's always frustrating to try to work on it. I already messed up the part I needed. Or one of them. This kind of sounds very similar to Boney M. Maybe it's just the genre. I think it's the first and third that I'd gotten right. And based on this, it's probably the first and third I did get right. I was just late on that scene. That wasn't too bad. There were 1 or 2 spots where it didn't like the strum pattern, but let's try it again, see if we can get any more. And we already know the chords, so I'm just going to skip those to save some playing time. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Boney M. D minor's in here so little. And I try to follow their strumming patterns, but sometimes it doesn't always work out. Or they just feel counterintuitive to me. Like that downstroke for the C. Or upstroke, sorry. That up. almost missed it. No. I missed that one note I needed. I think that was a D. Yeah, I could tell I didn't have it quite right. All right, and then let's perfect it and skip that, because if we played this, it probably would say, your time is up for the day. Which I don't want to happen. I think I just need the last section. But I'm still going to try to get this first one right, just in case. I'm going to try to get them all right. There we go. We got the whole thing right. That's always a nice feeling to get them all gold while you play through. So see, I'm not totally incompetent at playing the guitar. Now that we're over, it'll be our free time is all used up for the day. And then what's sad is if you go to another song, you can't even tell your progress on it. So like if I wanted to see, oh, what do I have left for that song? Can't really tell. But at the end of this session, we're down to 57 left on level 5. So we'll still be here for probably a month or so. And then we'll move on to level 6, which I've still got to add them into that favorites list. And then I also wanted to go over to my profile so you can see I've got 113 hours and 2 minutes of total playtime. So that is it. Thank you all so much, and I will see you next time.